All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Palace Off the Top Row presents SM Mark Football, guys. This is your host, Abe. Robert is out with personal reasons, but never fear. I got a guest analyst to come on this week and do this episode with me. So give a round of applause for Jake Ramirez.
A.K.A. Jake Bayless, filling in this week for Robert A. Smith.
What's going on, Jake?
I don't know, not much, man. I'm happy to be back on the show.
All right, so we got plenty of football to talk about. A weird, interesting week 3. We're going to talk about Cowboys, Green Bay. We have some other stats for you guys. But first, of course, we know Robert doesn't like to open up with Cowboys or have to do anything with Cowboys. But this is my show this week. So we're going to talk about the Cowboys. We're going to talk about the defense. We're going to talk about what to expect.
Explosive offense.
Yeah. What to expect next week in Carolina. As a matter of fact, me and the doofus Jake will be there live at Texas Stadium. We will do
Jerry's World.
We will do a Facebook live feed at that game day and have some interviews and maybe with the guys that are with us. But let's get into the first topic is the Cowboys versus the Eagles. Dak Prescott had a solid outing of 21-26 for 238 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. He did have that nasty little, fumble in the end zone, and Cox was over there like.
Well, they did hit his hand though as he was throwing, so we got to give him a little bit of a, pass on that one.
I kind of felt like he could have, I don't know, maybe ran a different way. He kind of stayed in the pocket too long.
I think he would have still got a safety.
I would have thrown it. Maybe, I don't know if you would have got outside the pocket. But also, I want to talk about Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, man.
17 carries for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. That looked like the Zeke of old. It took four Philadelphia guys to get this guy down, to tackle him. And, and Dalton Schultz also had a good outing. He had 17. He had 6 receptions for 80 yards. He was a top receiver. I don't know what the hell happened to Cooper. I guess he's dealing with that rib injury.
He's dealing with that injury still.
Yeah. Not to mention there was 93,000 in attendance at the stadium. On the Eagles side, Jalen Hurts, he threw for 326, 2 touchdowns. He had those 2 picks from Diggs. And then, of course,
Two receptions, 66 yards.
Yeah, and Jalen Hurts was their top rusher at 35 yards. So let's talk a little bit about this game. Like, what, were you surprised about the Cowboys? I mean, do you think the Eagles are in trouble, or do you just think it was really good defense?
I'm gonna sadly agree with Robert A. Smith from last week that I was kind of worried going into this game against the Eagles. I thought, okay, division rivalry, Jalen Hurts, maybe he's gonna show out, but no, that didn't happen. The Cowboys came and their offensive is explosive. Their defense is looking, like I told Robert, by the end of this season, the defense could be a for sure top 10, hands down.
Right. And this is a defense that's missing 4 of their starters, especially D-Law being one of them. I want to say that Micah Parsons, what a tremendous player that this guy is, and you know what? Look, listen, folks, I'm going to come out here because I know when this year's draft happened, I was like, Patrick Surtain, we want him, and then I saw that the Cowboys traded to go back 1 pick, and then Denver swapped up freaking Patrick Surtain. So I was like, well, shit, what now? And when they called out Micah Parsons' name, I was like, okay, but my goodness, has he freaking changed my mind?
What was his overall when did he get drafted? What round?
It was 13, first round. First round 13. I think it was 12 pick because I think we were number 10. So we went back 2 spots. But either way,
it's not too bad, though.
Yeah, what a tremendous defensive player. This guy is from linebacker transition to the defensive end because of D-Law and being out and Gregory being suspended, even though Gregory did play in this game. But what a great outing. They're playing the Panthers next, and we'll go ahead and go into depth in that later on when we do our picks, week 4 picks. But I don't have, unless you have something else to add.
Not much, just besides that Dak's throwing lights out right now. He's getting those long passes to CeeDee Lamb, almost for a touchdown, which in my opinion should have been a touchdown. To me, that was a touchdown.
You're talking about the one where he rushed in?
The one where he caught him, fell into it, fell into the end zone.
I think the one that Dak, I saw plenty of pictures on Twitter of the angles.
Oh, the one where he leaped over? I'm not going to get into that because Robert A. Smith already knows that. To me, that was a touchdown. He clearly went like that.
That was a touchdown, and I can't wait to hear what Robert's excuse will be. Yeah, his typical narrative of Robert A. Smith. But
that's okay. They take it away. That's fine. Typical refs. That's fine. But now the offense is looking elite. We got Dak looking really good. We got Zeke looking rookie Zeke. CeeDee Lamb's keeping it up. Amari Cooper, I'm sure, will be a little more healthy next game, maybe against Carolina. What else? Schultz, our tight ends are looking fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, like Stephen A. Smith says, it's all looking good and stuff, and then it's all setting up for that train wreck at the end of towards the season. But I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, real quick, when we lost to the Tampa Bay Bucs in the first game, a lot of people even, on Twitter were saying, the Cowboys, hey, they might be 8-1 by the time we get to play Kansas City, and that might be a possibility. It could be.
Stephen A. saying that.
Yeah, and I saw it on Twitter too, where they're saying, hey, the Cowboys could be 8-1 very much by the time we get Kansas City, and if and we'll get to that as the year goes on. But enough of that. That was a good game. Great defensive outing. Really happy that the Cowboys won that one. I want to talk a little bit. I don't want to go too much into it, but let's go into the next topic that I wanted to talk about was the Green Bay and San Francisco game. Sure. What a game.
Was that Sunday or Monday?
That was a Sunday night. That was a Sunday night. But look, listen, folks. In the past, I've talked shit about Aaron Rodgers and how I would pick Jared Goff over him and this and that. But my goodness, you give this guy 37 seconds like the San Francisco 49ers did Sunday night, and look what happened. He will beat you. When I saw the Green Bay Packers play week 1 against the Saints and Aaron Rodgers was just throwing it, and you look at his expressions and he's just like, I threw a pick. All right, let me,
I knew that was just a wash game. He just did, let me start the season. Let me see how I feel. I don't care about this one.
Well,
and then, that was whatever.
Yeah. Well, I think Robert asked me that the next week that he was asking me well, do you think Aaron Rodgers will continue that?
Yeah, I remember. I listened to it. Robert was saying, is that going to be the same?
And I was like, no. Because Aaron Rodgers, he's not going to have back to back to back.
You guys were even talking about is he gonna leave? Are they gonna get rid of him? Pump the brakes. That was one game.
Well, here's okay. So real quick, here's the thing though. So now he's playing, but like I told Robert last week, there's still that trade deadline. If he's playing good, do you? I don't know.
He ain't gone. Green Bay's not leaving. He's nowhere near leaving Green Bay.
Real quick. Let's go back into this. We'll talk more into that because I have a couple of things.
If he would have kept it up, okay, maybe then I would agree with you guys. Trade deadline, maybe. But Aaron Rodgers, they're going to go to the playoffs. Easy.
San Francisco. Jimmy G. They brought in the rookie Trey Lance. They brought him in. It looked like it was pumping up the crowd. It was giving some morale in there.
Oh, he got that touchdown.
Yeah, he got the touchdown. So, it's I was like, okay, we're going to see more of if Jimmy can't get the ball going, then it's time to bring in Trey Lance.
I don't know how good of an arm Trey Lance has, but as far as him running, he's very mobile compared to Jimmy G. That's for sure. The guy, Lance, can run in. He'll score you a touchdown. He's mobile. Jimmy G's very in the pocket kind of guy.
I'm still kind of surprised as them being a powerhouse kind of offense. They don't
without Mostert too.
Well, yeah, and they don't have that true wide receiver. They have Kittle, they have Kittle, and then they have Deebo Samuel, and then they have Vincent Ayuk and Mohamed Sanu. Yeah. But those are more of role players, and they're not the true you have your Amari Coopers. Or you have your so what? But these are going to be top players. So going back to the Packers, you gave him 37 seconds. He did 2 bombers to Devontae Adams, and he just got the game-winning field goal. So here's my thing though. If here's a question that was popped up on Twitter. If the Green Bay Packers won the Super Bowl, would Aaron Rodgers stay in Green Bay?
When, like, last year or, like, the coming
No, this year. If they were to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of feel like this would be like let's just say like a Kawhi Leonard type deal where he went to Toronto that one year.
I think that could possibly happen, but I don't see that happening because he just what did they pay him? Didn't they just pay him out? Or?
No, who Aaron Rodgers? No, Rodgers. They restructured his contract,
but they gave him a lot of money, right?
No, it was kind of like a little like it was something. I think it was a little bit more, but it wasn't to where what his worth is. But my thing is, here's my intake on this. If Green Bay goes on out, I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. That's not a possibility because, I have other guys.
There's other teams that are looking to leave.
And we'll, like I said, later on we'll get into that.
But like Stephen A. says, Rodgers is a bad man.
Yeah, Rodgers is still good. But here's my thing is, do you think at the end of this year they both stay? Because Devontae Adams wants to be with Aaron Rodgers
for sure.
I don't see it. I see one of them stays. If one of them stays, it's Devontae Adams, and I think Rodgers will move on. But we still have plenty of football. Rodgers look good.
I think the Packers and 49ers have nothing to worry about. Like after this game, as far as moving into our next topic, I don't see like the 49ers or Packers having to worry the rest of the season. Even with 49ers, even without Mostert, they look good.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, there's plenty of football to play. Now Green Bay's coming into their funk. They're connecting, so I don't see another laid egg, a bad egg like they did in week 1. So enough about that. Let's go into real quick. There's a couple of teams that are 3-0 still, which out in the AFC West you have Vegas and Denver. Out there in NFC South, you got Carolina at 3-0. And then in the NFC West, you have the Rams and the Cardinals at 3-0. So, out of those 3-0 teams, which one do you think will lose?
Carolina. Yeah, hands down. They played nothing but scrub teams.
Okay.
As we talked about. Texans, Jets, and who was the other one?
It was Texans, Jets, and Saints.
Yeah, and the Saints are off and on, so, Carolina's about to lose this come Sunday.
Well, yeah, they played Dallas. Well, you can save that for the pick. I'm going to go with, the Vegas. Denver's playing, not so good teams as well. So, it's kind of like mediocre teams, as what Robert would call them. But the NFC West is a little, with the Rams and the Cardinals. So that's a strong one right there. San Fran would have been 3-0 had they not left 37 seconds on the clock for Rodgers to get in on that. But, yeah. So let's go into the next topic, which would be the top 5 power rankings. Let me see here. I know I saved it.
I was trying to see if Robert A. Smith was going to send me those picks.
So right now, Stephen A's actual top 5 teams or top picks is 5 is Cleveland Browns, 4 the Cardinals, 3 the Cowboys, 2 the Green Bay Packers, and 1 the Rams. So
surprising.
Yeah, those are all surprising. So what are let's go with the top 5. Let's go ahead and start with yours. We'll go back and forth. So the top 5. So starting at number 5, what is yours?
I have the Green Bay Packers. They're 2-1. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. As I put on Facebook, they are the best wide receiver quarterback combo the NFL has today right now, at least that I see. Their defense is a little iffy. I don't know, how they're going to stand against the elite teams. But overall, the Packers, number 5. I don't see them declining at all.
Yeah, at my number 5, it's new, it's different. The Dallas Cowboys are gonna. Stephen A. had them high at number 3.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
I think what's his name, Keyshawn Johnson, and what's his name, Arvlosky, and that other guy that Marcus Spears are getting to Stephen A. big time, and he's having to change his Dallas Cowboys stance.
Yeah,
I see.
I'm gonna have them at number 5. They had they're showing up. I mean, technically they should be 3-0 with that bad call over there in Tampa Bay, but we don't have to go dipping back into number 1, week 1. But my number 5 is the Dallas Cowboys, and that's because they have 4 of their top starters out in defense. So number 5 would be my Dallas Cowboys.
So
number 4,
basically the same. Number 4 for me is the Dallas Cowboys, of course, 2-1. Basically everything Abe just said. Our elite offense is going to keep being elite. Our defense, as I keep repeating to Robert A. Smith, they're going to be hopefully a top 10 defense by the end of this year, possibly top 5, and they're going to keep winning. So they'll probably get even closer to the number 1 spot on my list.
the Dallas Cowboys.
Sooner or later, they'll be number 1. That's right.
You hear,
and then I'll be the real Mark, as Robert says.
You heard it here first, folks, on Palace of the Top Rope, where Jake DiNucci says the Cowboys will be the number 1 on the power rankings.
Sooner or later.
It's a possibility. My number 4 is going to be the Baltimore Ravens. There was like this whole controversial play where they said that the time clock or something like that did not start or started late after like the snap or something like that.
I missed this game this time.
I saw it and I was like,
I saw the field goal kick. But
I didn't see what they were talking about. I mean, they were doing replays, but I mean, Justin Tucker doing that, what was it, 66 yarder?
66 yards. I put on my Facebook. I mean, that's the longest in NFL history. I think there's only one other, but like behind that, I think. Right. I think this is the longest, right?
Yeah, this is the longest.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But this was against the Lions, so I know Robert.
We'll talk about them too. I know Detroit. Detroit looks good though. Like, they don't look bad, but they just can't get a win. But we'll get to them.
We can get into them. But I know Robert's probably going to give me crap for freaking having Baltimore at 4. He probably doesn't have them even on the top 5. But either way, let's move forward. Number 3, who's your...
Now, this is the big one. My number 3 is a team that doesn't get talked about enough, only by Stephen A., which is the Arizona Cardinals at 3-0. I don't care for Kyler Murray. He's like a Russell Wilson to me. I don't know what it is about that guy. I just don't care for him. But I know he balls out, so I'm going to give him credit. Him, DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, that's another quarterback wide receiver elite right there.
Yeah, here's the thing though. Kyler Murray hates the Cowboys. He even came on air and said it.
I saw something about that. That's another reason why I guess I don't like him, is because he said some stuff and I heard about that. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. So, but surprisingly, I mean, these guys are scary. Yeah. They're looking scary. I don't know who's a running back. I don't know who the running back is.
It's Connor. He used to be from Pittsburgh.
Oh, James Conner? Wow, he's their starter?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He's getting yardage?
I have him on my fantasy, and he's not doing anything. I released him.
It's Kyler running around and throwing it, right?
It's more of Kyler, and then it's a little bit of DeAndre Hopkins. AJ Green's even on that team, and he's not really doing much.
Also, he used to be the Bengals,
He was at the Bengals, yeah. I was even telling Robert that they have J.J. Watt, and I have not heard...
He's hurt, though, right?
No, he's playing with them, but... It's been more of I think it was Edmonds or something like that he was talking about, where he's getting more of the sacks and.
I'm thinking of is the brother hurt? Is the brother hurt in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, the brother is TJ Watt. Yeah, they just paid.
But like I said, folks, be keeping it out for the Arizona Cardinals, because they're gonna make their way into the playoffs and they'll make some noise. I'll say that.
Yeah. My number 3 is going to be the Carolina Panthers. That's going to change, though, because they are
Robert Darnold as quarterback?
Well, this was like... I mean, I saw a play of them. I mean, yes, they played against the Texans, but the Texans, they're not that far. I mean, I thought they were going to be flop.
They would be okay if they had Tyrod out there.
Yeah, I mean, they had this David Mills guy. The guy's got a giraffe neck, by the way. Like, good God, I saw this guy.
Is that his quarterback right now?
Yeah, that's the quarterback. It's David Mills. And I was like, what in the hell? This guy's got a freaking stretch
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I think he's a rookie. That's
interesting, Gabe. I don't know. Interesting number 3.
That's the only reason why I have them at my number 3 is because they are going to,
well, McCaffrey's out, so he's hurt.
Yeah, now he's out, but he's going to be out for... The good thing about it is that he's not going to go in the IR. It's going to be... and they also just traded for C.J. Henderson, one of the top cornerbacks over in Jacksonville. So now... But, I mean, is that still going to, the Eagles had Darius Slay Jr. and still... Dez Bryant still... Or not Dez Bryant, I'm sorry.
No, he was at the Cowboys.
Yeah, he was at the game. I was thinking more CeeDee Lamb. balled out, you know. So
he had a CD's jersey on too.
Oh yeah, he did. He knew he had to represent.
We can get Dez out there, man. I would take Dez as another receiver. We can get him back out.
Possibly, possibility. You're number 2.
Number 2. Okay, I got Robert's favorite quarterback in the league. Los Angeles Rams, 3-0. Our boy Stafford, Matthew Stafford.
The Rams are your number 2?
They're 3-0. They're making some noise right now. Their defense. What's that one guy's name?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, of course. I mean, those guys are elite, man, on defense. They're not a team to mess with. And Matthew Stafford, you know he's balling out too over there. You better give him some credit.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I guess that's your number 2. I'm gonna go with the Las Vegas Raiders at my number 2. I feel, Derek Carr, I felt so bad for this guy in the past years because every single year it's like, okay, he's been rumored to be traded. And it's just like, if I was him, I'd be like, damn, I feel like my team does not have faith in me and they want to trade. And there was that time when Brady, before, he decided to go to Tampa Bay, there was Raiders connection going to him and it's like, sheesh.
I hear all that, but I also hear that your number 3 was Carolina, and you're giving me crap for number 2, Los Angeles Rams.
Because the Rams,
they're making noise.
No. I'm not saying anything bad about them.
Robert hates it.
But the thing is that the Raiders, they are playing good football. They had a scare this past Sunday with the Dolphins. I was like, Jacoby Brissett coming back.
So to get into that, I'm going into my number 1, Las Vegas Raiders. Now, it sickens me to say that because Derek Carr is balling out, and him and Waller, right? Waller's the tight end.
Yeah,
that guy's crazy.
Yeah.
I watched a few games, and that guy doesn't drop it, man. Like, he just catches everything. And I have so much respect for him, too, because he went through a lot of stuff to get sober and all, like, personal shit.
Well, not only that.
And the defensive guy, too.
But they have Kenyon Drake, who is over there from Arizona because Josh Jacobs is injured. Peyton Barber ran really well. That's one of the Bucs ex-running backs. And then they have Justin Hunter Renfro, and then they have Henry Ruggs. So I mean, they got some speedsters.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Carr and Chucky, John Gruden. Like, I mean, a lot of analysts and like people give him shit, that he's a coach now and like that he needs to prove something this year. Yeah, I agree a little bit. But yeah, man, surprisingly, but this. Remember, folks, this is a week-to-week power ranking system. This can change, like, a lot. And it will, because my Cowboys will be top number 1 at some point. I'm predicting.
Well, don't forget the Cowboys play Vegas on Thanksgiving.
Oh, is that when we play them?
Yeah.
Nice. That's going to be good.
Not a bad.
This was an interesting top 5 power ranking, I think, out of all my power rankings ever on our show.
You had a decent, but I'm going to correct you here. This is Los Angeles Rams should have been on number 1. That's my number 1 power ranking.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford, give me a break. That guy is finally on the right team. They're using him. He has an arm. He is the real deal. And my goodness, the Rams scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, they do. For sure.
I was watching that Bucs and I was like, hey, Tom Brady can overcome anything. No, he could not get it going. They stopped him. They sacked him. Aaron Donald was rushing him. Jalen Ramsey was out there. Freaking the Deshaun Jackson, 34-year-old Deshaun Jackson blew past all the defenders. Right? Yes, and he caught the touchdown, and he basically walked from the 10-yard on.
Was that the punt return?
No, it wasn't the punt return. That was it was a bomb. Matthew Stafford is just...
Who scored that? Or what am I thinking?
That was Agnew from Jacksonville. Oh. But the Rams, Matthew Stafford, like Sean McVay didn't talk shit about Goff.
Yeah.
Because Sean McVay wanted a brother, not he didn't want to be a teacher. And that's how he had to be with Goff.
Well, we'll get into Detroit later when we get into the Week 4
rankings. I mean, Goff's not bad. He's not a bad kid.
Detroit's just not catching a break.
But
say that.
But the Rams were missing that one piece, and it was Stafford.
Yeah.
Stafford has Cooper Kupp. He has all the players.
I'm not a fan of Sean McVay that much.
I'm not either, but right now they were a good team. They just got a hell of a lot better with Stafford as their quarterback.
There's only, like, right now, if somebody had to ask me, what team do you fear the most in the NFL? Sadly, I would say the Rams.
It's Rams.
Yeah, I know.
Because
it's weird, but it's
because here you go. No, yeah, well, before in the past, it was like, well, shit, I'm facing that defense, and then Goff is, he's okay. He's okay. He has his moments. Now you're facing the defense and Stafford.
Yeah.
The Cowboys played the Stafford in Detroit.
I know Stafford has that like baby face, but he's been in the league for like fucking 15 years now, or like
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a kid, but he's like already like 30, whatever, 33. Maybe?
I think he's 34 as well.
Is he? Yeah, he has that baby 34. Face, but he's not a young guy no more.
So that's our top 5. Robert didn't send me his, so I don't know. His were probably Fugazi stats.
Oh, let me see. Hold up. We just got an incoming message. Let me see.
But real quick, though, for all you haters out there.
No, I got it.
Okay, but real quick, let me say something here. Let me say something to all you MFers out there that are listening to this podcast. Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, not Jadeveon Clowney. Here we go.
Had 3 total tackles, 2 solo, 2 sacks, and 2 for a loss. Get out of here with that. Robert, don't come at me with Jadeveon Clowney because he will come for your Pats and he will come for your Bucs. And I will tell you, he will dominate. Jadeveon Clowney matching up with Myles Garrett. Get out of here with that. All you people out there hating, send your tweets to me at RealJoker1101. Tell me what you think about Jadeveon Clowney, and I'll put it on the air. If you want to debate me against Jadeveon Clowney, then get the balls and come on the show. And let's do this.
All right, with that little Jadeveon Clowney rant or whatever the hell.
Give me Robert's top 5 power rankings.
Here we go right here. Robert A. Smith, top 5 power rankings. Number 1, we got the Rams.
Okay. All right. I see you.
Number 2, we got the Bucs.
Why the Bucs?
I don't even know why the Bucs are in the
top 5.
The Bucs
shouldn't even be in the top 5 power rankings. They lost that. The top 5. Yeah. They shouldn't even be on the top 5. They're not even on the power rankings anymore. What is that? That's Fugazi right there. What's number 3?
He got the Raiders. Okay, they should be above the Bucs, but whatever. I know he
That's fine. The Raiders, okay.
4 Cardinals. Okay, Robert, I see you.
Cardinals. Okay, all right, yeah.
And
Cardinals
5 Panthers, just because.
Well, the Panthers on the Cowboys are not on there. On the rise. Give them the credit with the credit.
Not even the Packers.
Give them the credit where the credit is due, Robert. You call yourself an analyst.
You know what's crazy, though, is that from all of our top 5s, guess who's missing? My homeboy. Who's my homeboy?
Mahomes?
The Mahomes.
Why would they be in the top?
They're going to bounce back.
They're losing.
Don't worry.
They lost to Justin Herbert.
Yeah, that's true.
Robert.
But everybody says that guy's good, right, or whatever.
Robert, you said to go ahead and come at you on this because next week you're going to bounce back. But the number 2 is the Bucs. Why are the Bucs on your freaking top 5? The Browns should have been on there, if anything. The Cardinals. Who have they played?
Man, Robert still wants to, even in spirit, folks, Robert still wants to be part of the show. He sent me all his Week 4 picks, too.
Oh, yeah, he said he was going to do that, yeah.
So I got the Week 4 picks for Robert, too. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that. That's going to be the next segment here. I'm a little confused as to why the Bucs are his number 2 on the power rankings.
Because he's a mark,
They should, that's a true mark, ladies and gentlemen. That's a true mark right there, to have the Bucs as your number 2 on your power rankings. Are you freaking kidding me? Number 2, you should have had the Rams. I mean, he had the Rams at number 1. But the Bucs shouldn't even been on that list. I would have taken the Packers, if anything. But the Bucs, what did they do? They got freaking bashed in SoFi Stadium. Aaron Donald came for your Bucs, Robert. That's all I have to say. I'm disgusted with that. That's a horrible top.
Yeah, that was a mark pick.
You get your mark pick. All right, going on to the next segment. We had our week 3 pick stats. Robert this past week on his picks, he went 9-7, of course, because he did bad picks. I, of course, went 11-5. Tremendous picking. I'm like a freaking pro at this.
Oh, as I write this down.
On the season, Robert is 27-21, and
Eddie.
Yeah,
Eddie wrote something, Abe.
And I am 28-20 on the year. What did he write? Go ahead and put it. Breaking news. Breaking. What did he say?
Just one of his picks. What he wrote.
Okay. Well, we'll add that when we go into the picks right now. As a matter of fact, we are going into the week 4.
That's all that
picks. We're going to start with your Thursday night game, Thursday, September 30th. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling over to the 2-1 Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to let you go ahead and give me your pick as to who will win this matchup.
I have. Let me see here. We're talking about tomorrow night's game.
Yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow night's game.
I picked Jacksonville. I have Jacksonville finally breaking this 0-3 and then beating the Bengals. I don't know. I know your boy Joe Burrow or whatever. I don't know about the Bengals too much as far as their defense, how good it is, their offense, how good it is. I know they're 2-1, but I for some reason I'm going with Jacksonville. I think Trevor Lawrence finally gets that win. I don't know.
I'm going to go with the Bengals. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are connecting like they did in LSU. I don't see. I mean, the Jaguars, they're trading away all their good pieces. I don't see that happening. I know they had that punt return or that field goal kick return for a touchdown. Yeah, and I mean, what's the cat's name over in Jacksonville? What's the Trevor Lawrence? He's still got a lot to learn. I feel bad because I think they started him too early.
Yeah,
he should have sat and watched like a veteran. Minshew. Yeah, or Minshew. I mean, they traded Minshew over to Philadelphia.
He should have stayed. Yeah,
he should have stayed there. But I'm going to go with the Bengals. Who does Robert have for that Thursday night game?
He actually, of course, he picked Joe Burrow over the Jags. Okay. So Robert got the Bengals over the Jags.
All right. Not a good pick. All right, so now we're going to head over to Sunday, your 12 o'clock games. Depending on where you're at, we're going to start with the... Oh,
man, there's a lot of folks, a lot of noon games. Yeah. As I was preparing my list, I was like, God bless it. Like, every game's a noon game.
Here we go. We're going to go with the 1-2 Washington football team traveling to Atlanta, 1-2 as well. I'm going to let you go ahead and go first on who you pick in that game.
All right. So this one, guys, I have Atlanta beating Washington football team. The Washington football team is just, to me right now, without an actual elite quarterback, they are, for lack of better words, as I always say, trash. They're not going to do anything. Atlanta has Matty Ice and those boys on the offense. How's the defense for Atlanta?
It's medium.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I have Atlanta. Beating Washington.
What does Robert A. Smith have?
Let's see. He has. Of course, he would be picking Washington football team over the Falcons. Of course, Robert.
I mean, in the very beginning, I was all hyped up about Washington because of their defense and Fitzpatrick. And then I just look at and Robert's real high on this Taylor Heineke guy. Like, that guy is trash. He's garbage. The Falcons have Matt Ryan still. They have Pitts. They still have Ridley. The defense is not as good, but it's slightly better. And I feel like Heineke's going to have a rough day. I'm going to go with the Falcons on this one.
Okay.
All right. So next on the docket,
if you want to take that one in for this, the next Sunday game is Houston versus Buffalo.
Yeah.
Who do you got, Abe?
Houston and Buffalo. I mean, this is a no-brainer here. I'm going Buffalo. Explosive offense, great defense. Texans. They have David Giraffe, and I say Giraffe because of his neck. I'm gonna go. I don't have anything else to say on this. This is a garbage game. We know Bills are going to win. Who do you got?
Yeah, I have the Bills winning as well. I don't get to see much on them, on the Bills too much. They're kind of another little quiet team that a lot of ESPN analysts and Fox, Skip Bayless and Shannon don't really talk about them too much. I don't hear about them too much, but I know they got a pretty good offense in Josh Allen. Or that's the name, right? Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen. Mm-hmm.
So,
and what about the Mark? What does he have? Who does he have?
Robert has the Bills over the Texans.
Oh, I see piggybacking already, huh, Robert? Oh, my gosh. All right, so next on the docket, we've got the 0-3 Detroit Lions going to Soldier Field facing the Bears in 1-2, and we still don't know who the quarterback is for the Bears. It's either Fields, Dalton, or even Jake Foles. So I'm going to let you go ahead and go start on this one. Who do you got?
I'm actually, we were talking about this a minute ago, Abe. I think Detroit and Jared Goff are finally going to get that W against Chicago, man.
Yeah.
I just think overall we don't know who Chicago's quarterback is, like you just said.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, maybe he's probably going to start. Guy's too young still and doesn't really have much to go off of. They should start Jake Foles, in my opinion, Super Bowl champ. He should be the starter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions. It's a mess in Chicago. I know I saw last week where what's his name, Mac
Nagy.
No, not the coach. The freaking linebacker, the real top paid linebacker, Mac. Either way, they lost him. We don't know who the quarterback is going to be in Chicago. Is it Fields? Is it Dalton? Is it Nick Foles? Either way, they're all three garbage now, looking at them play because Jadeveon Clowney came into town. I'm going to go with the Lions. Jared Goff is finally going to get their first win. Who does Robert A. Smith have for that pick?
Robert has... Lions. He has the Lions, of course.
Oh, another piggyback. All right, Robert. Not bad. All right, next o'clock on New Games, we have the Carolina Panthers traveling over to the Dallas Cowboys. Woo! Here we go. Well, we all know what our pick. What's your pick? What's your pick? I mean, we all know. Huh?
I got the Dallas Cowboys, of course, beating the Carolina Panthers with Robert Darnold as quarterback. Yeah, there's no chance. Yeah. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. They beat three scrub teams that we were talking about earlier. Carolina's beating the Texans, the Jets, and the Saints.
Yeah.
That trash. They're about to lose bad. And I wouldn't be surprised if we outblow them like a 40-something game.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys again. I usually don't go back-to-back picking them, but the way that the defense is playing, the way that Dak Prescott, can we say MVP already in the category
I know
for
Robert
him?
Hayes that he's considered right now.
I mean, the Cowboys are playing.
From that injury too, Robert A.
Yeah. I mean, Panthers, they're out with McCaffrey. If McCaffrey was playing, I'd be like, I probably still would have gone Cowboys, but they don't have McCaffrey. They did.
You can call us Marks all you want to, Robert.
They did sign C.J. Henderson from the Jags, but that's not going to be enough because the Eagles had Darius Slay and who else but freaking Diggs came away with picks. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Too elite, our offense.
Yeah, defense is too much right now. I don't know who can stop them at this point, and that's because we're without four defensive players.
Does DeMarcus come back this week?
No, DeMarcus is out for I think 6 weeks or so. Who is Robert? What's Robert's pick? I guess. Let me guess.
Oh, so when I was writing, this is what I was laughing about earlier. He wrote, of course he picked the Panthers, but he wrote, not only did he pick the Panthers, but he said the Panthers over the cow bitches, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't even say the Cowboys, he said cow bitches. That's how much he hates our football team. Me and Abe's Dallas Cowboys. That's right, Robert. Exposed.
I mean, yeah, okay. Do you have anything to add to this game, to this matchup? Oh, yeah, this is the game where we're going to be live at Texas Stadium, Jerry's World. We will be doing interviews. Folks, if you want to do some shout outs or whatever, go ahead and tweet us. Tweet me, at RealJoker1101 on Twitter. Send me your comments. Send me your pics. Send me whatever, and I'll go ahead and put it on the air. Anyway, moving forward, next on the docket, we got the 0-3 Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts versus the Miami Dolphins and Jacoby Brissett. I'm going to let you go ahead and hit this one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Miami and Jacoby Brissett. That game going into overtime against the Raiders was a crazy game. I saw the highlights on YouTube. It was like 20 minutes of the last fourth in overtime.
Yeah.
Quarter. Jacoby Brissett, man, I don't know. That guy's not bad. I mean, and against an Indy team who has no quarterback and 0-3, Miami easy.
Yeah, the Colts. Robert was so high on them this year. I would have been
your boy Carson Wentz.
I would have been high on him if Phillip Rivers was the quarterback. But I'm going to go ahead and go with the Dolphins. Jacoby Brissett. I saw him play. He didn't give up against the Raiders. He fought hard. Was making plays. I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Tua's still out. Who does Robert have? Of course, let me guess.
Dolphins.
Okay. He piggybacked. Wow, because he was so high on the...
Until his boy Wentz gets back, he's not going to pick him.
Or until he gets fully healthy. Next, on the part of the noon games, we got the 2-1 Cleveland Browns versus the 1-2 Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to go ahead and take this one.
Okay.
I'm going to go go with the Browns. And you want to know why I'm going to go with the Browns?
Let me guess.
Because Jadeveon Clowney is going to tell Cousins, get out of here.
Robert, I don't know what it is, Robert.
I'm going with the Browns. Miles Garrett. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks, they look lost. Russell Wilson is a dumb fuck. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't even know why I picked him in fantasy.
You know, I don't like Russell. I've always, sorry, Medina. Shout out. I just, something about Wilson.
Medina, you want to come on the show? You let me know at Real Joker 1101.
We got to get Medina on the show.
You know, come at me. You want to come at me?
What about Medina doesn't come at you.
Yeah. What about my nemesis? Robert, if you're listening.
Roger. Roger.
My nemesis, Roger.
Yep.
Roger Trevino. I want you on this show.
Yeah, Roger.
Don't be scared.
No, we're going to get Roger on. Like, this is going to be everybody. It's going to be Roger, Eli, Robert, me.
It's all you guys versus me and the Browns.
Yeah.
Bring them.
All of us.
You too, Robert. You Mark. I'm going to go with the Browns. I have nothing else to say. Jadeveon Clowney is enough said.
All right, and then I got, sorry to upset you, Abe, but I got Minnesota.
Wow.
They're gonna slowly kind of start to transition into making some noise. I think Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins.
Dalvin Cook is hurt.
I know, but is he back?
No.
He's not playing.
No.
Oh man,
I have him starting. He has this game circled. I'm still faking the injury. He's not going to play. Do you think he wants to get hit by Jadeveon Clowney?
I don't know.
But
I got Minnesota. If Dalvin Cook plays, Minnesota.
What is that for guys?
I don't have faith in what's homeboy quarterback. I still don't like that guy.
Baker. Oh my gosh, guy. OBJ's back, ladies and gentlemen.
I like OBJ though. I like my receivers. We got Robert A. Smith has. What does Robert A. Smith have? The Browns.
Woo! There you go, because he's getting on that Clowney train. Oh, hell yeah. All right. Moving forward with that, we got the 0-3 New York Giants traveling over to the 2-1 New Orleans Saints. I'm going to let you go ahead and take this one.
I have New Orleans winning. There's no way in hell that the Giants are going to beat New Orleans.
Yeah,
I don't care. They're about to be 0-4. My boy, the quarterback for New Orleans, Jameis Winston, and then the coach. I always forget the coach's name
for the Saints. God, man, I had it on
the main coach that's been there for years.
Sean Payton.
Like those guys, their defense. They're only 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. They're not going anywhere. The Saints are still going to be. They're going to be a contender for playoffs no matter what. So
yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints. The Giants, just unlike the Washington football team, I had them as high expectations, and I don't know what's going on. I don't think Daniel Jones is probably the right guy, as you call him, Danny Dimes, but I'm going to call him Daniel Jones.
Robert hates that I call him.
Yeah, he does. Joey Galladay, he's a great receiver. Last week had some altercation words to exchange with Jason Garrett. So, I got to go with the Saints. I don't see the Giants.
Who did he have an altercation with?
A lot of people thought it was with Daniel Jones, but he was mostly mouthing off to Jason Garrett because, I mean, of course, let's face it, Jason Garrett's a fucking idiot. Anyway, who does Robert have?
Robert, of course, has he has the Saints.
Okay, I thought he was going to go with the Giants. Shit,
I think a part of him wanted to go with
I think so.
Just to give a shit about Dallas in our division.
Moving on, we got the 2-1 Tennessee Titans traveling over to the 0-3 New York Jets and Jake Wilson as quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Here's the thing. I just saw developing news that Julio Jones has a leg injury and A.J. Brown is out at receivers. So, I mean, Tannehill still can make some plays. They still have...
Wait, who's the Jets quarterback?
Zach Wilson.
Oh, I was like, Russell? I was like,
no.
I don't even ever heard of this guy.
He's a kid over at BYU. He's a rookie.
Garbage.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what I told Robert last week.
They might as well throw you and I on that quarterback.
Yeah, here's the thing though, like, if you want to send somebody to die quickly, you send them to the Jets or you send them to Detroit. I feel bad for this kid. This kid should have what do you call it? He should have learned from somebody as a veteran, learn from a veteran. I'm going to go with the Titans. They still have Derrick Henry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see the Jets doing anything. Who do you got?
Easily Tennessee. I mean, Derrick Henry, that's my boy. That's my favorite running back probably in the league. He's a tank. Yeah. Runs like mad. If the Cowboys had him, it'd be game over forever. But yeah, he's my favorite running back next to Zeke as well.
Who does
Guy's a tank.
Who's Robert have?
And Tannehill, I'm kind of iffy on Tannehill. I know everybody likes Tannehill, but I'm kind of iffy.
Well, we'll see what he does.
Robert has the Titans.
All right,
of course.
Another piggyback. Come on, Robert. Do some damage here. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. We're still in the 12 o'clock games. Jesus,
there's so many.
Yeah, there's so many of them. The 1-2, surprisingly, Kansas City Chiefs traveling over to the 1-2 Philadelphia Eagles.
This is a little interesting. Take it over.
I'll go ahead and take it. This is gonna be my. I usually have a surprise or one of those. What do they call them? Upsets.
Surprise upset picks.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I think they're playing at Lincoln Financial, and I think they're gonna bounce back. I think Hurts is gonna recuperate from this game and get back at it. The Chiefs are in a bit of a funk. I know they just signed your boy Josh Gordon. But that's still not going to solve anything.
Not yet.
We don't even know what shape he's in. I'm going to go with the Eagles as my upset.
Wow.
Who do you got?
Easily Kansas City. There's no chance in hell Philly's beating Kansas City. My boy Mahomes, as Robert hates Mahomes. Yeah, they're gonna bounce back from that loss and they're gonna win. It's probably gonna be like a killer game.
Okay, and who does Robert have?
On this one, Robert has the Chiefs.
Oh,
surprising!
Wow.
You're piggybacking off of me now.
Yeah, Robert, are you piggyback off here? All right, so now we're gonna get into your 3 o'clock games.
Oh wait, and this one, this 3 o'clock game. Now, this I don't know if it's America's game of the week, but it's definitely Jake's America's game of the week. This is an interesting one. Go ahead, Ed.
So we're going to start with the 305. This is going to be the Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah. This is the game of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
Both of them are 3-0. Like I said, which one
but
is
it's not America's though, right? Or
no. But they are both 3-0. The Arizona Cardinals travel over to SoFi Stadium to face the Rams. Who do you have? I'm going to let you go first. Who do you have?
This is I just said my game of the week. I'm going with Arizona. I don't know what it is about Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, but there's something special going on there. And that boy is special as a quarterback, so I'm easily going Arizona. But Stafford and the defense, they're going to make some noise too. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Ooh.
I got to go with the Rams. Matthew Stafford. They're playing at home. They've been lights out. And Matthew Stafford with those 2 receivers, that defense. It's freaking. There's just no way you're gonna, stop them. So, who does Robert have?
Robert has the Rams.
Okay, cool, Robert. Nice with the Rams. All right, so let's move past that, and we got this is a 305 game as well. The Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers. I'm gonna let you take this one.
Who do I have? I actually have the 49ers. I have the 49ers beating Russell Wilson.
You have 49ers winning?
Yeah.
Oh, you think Jimmy G's going to bounce back from that?
From that loss against
Green Bay. My gosh. Okay,
well, because Medina, I don't like Russell Wilson, so.
So you got the 49ers. I'm going to go with, oh man, this is kind of hard. Well, I'm
interested to see who you're picking.
I mean,
think about it, Dave.
I like the 49ers. I got to go Seahawks.
Oh.
I can't see the Seahawks losing. I have, Russell Wilson as my quarterback. I got to go to the Seahawks. I feel like they're going to bounce back. Who does Robert have?
Of course, he has Russell Wilson in the Seahawks. Piggybacking off Abe. Got it.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so here we go. This is going into the 325 now. This is the 2-1 Baltimore Ravens versus the 3-0 Denver Broncos. Here's another 3-0 team. I mean, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and
it's a tough one.
The Ravens have been on my power rankings. Lamar Jackson has been playing really good. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they had problems against Detroit last week, I just... I mean, the Broncos have...
Who did they beat? The 3 teams they beat. Can we name? I don't even know.
You're talking about the Baltimore Ravens?
No. Broncos.
Broncos?
They're 3-0, which surprises the hell out of me.
I mean, they beat the Giants, they beat Jacksonville, and they beat the Jets. All
All trash. So you're gonna go against Lamar.
I didn't say that. I just said right now. I haven't made my pick yet.
Okay.
I haven't made my pick yet.
I was kind of scared.
No. Because I mean, it's just I'm just a little bit because of the fact that Lamar Jackson had issues against the Lions, but I'm going to go with the Ravens because here's the real test for the Broncos with Bridgewater. The Ravens' defense is a lot better than the past 3 opponents that the Broncos have played. So I'm going to go with the Ravens.
And you know, I usually got Ravens. Lamar Jackson's my boy. There is no way in hell they're losing to the Denver Broncos.
Right. And who does Robert have?
Oh, because he doesn't like Lamar. He has the Broncos. I see your narrative, Robert. The Broncos really.
Oh my
Stop it, Robert. Teddy over Lamar. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Moving forward, we have the 1-2 Pittsburgh Steelers traveling over to the 2-1 Green Bay. I'm going to take this one because I really don't have much to say.
I have a lot to say about this one.
Big Ben is washed up. They're not sure. Half the team gave up during the game last week. I'm going to go with the Packers. I mean, just Aaron Rodgers has just been lights out since that week 1. I'm going to pick the Packers. What do you got?
I easily have Green Bay, of course, because Aaron Rodgers is my bad man. What do you call it in Devontae Adams, of course, and like I said, I keep repeating myself, the best wide receiver quarterback combo in the NFL.
No, and they are.
In Pittsburgh, like you said, Big Ben is washed up. He's done. His career is over after this season. I see him retiring. The defense, of course, his defense is really good, whatever. But against an explosive offense in Green Bay, there's no way. I got Green Bay. And Robert has the Packers over the Steelers.
Ooh.
Piggyback again.
Mm-hmm.
Got it, Robert.
Piggyback, and there you go, Robert. All right. This is America's game of the week.
No, this is Robert A. Smith's game of the week. This is Jake's turn off the TV game of the week.
We got the 2-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling over to the
I want no part of this
1-2 New England Patriots. The Mac attack.
Interesting. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Bucs. Tom Brady's going to come. I mean, Mac Jones, I saw him play last week, and I've been high on
Smith's boy right there.
I've been high on this kid all season. He had a really bad game last week.
Never got rid of Cam. I told her over this. Never.
Yeah, I mean, Cam's still out there, but I'm going to go with the Bucs bouncing back. I don't think Tom Brady is going to lose back-to-back. I don't think he's going to lose his homecoming. The return of Tom Brady and Belichick. I got to go with the Bucs. I can't see the Pats winning unless the Bucs just make. And also, they just signed Richard Sherman, so he'll be back there in the backfield. So I'm going to go with the Bucs on this game.
Yep, I easily have, of course, the Bucs and Brady and Gronk and Fournette and a million other players I can name that he has an explosive offense as well.
Right.
The Bucs beating Mac Jones and New England. Belichick, they stand no chance. It's going to be a beatdown.
Who does Robert have? Oh my gosh! This has been the pick. This has been the matchup that I have been waiting for to see who Robert A. Smith picks, and if oh my gosh. Who does he have?
Robert has the Bucs.
Oh!
Because he doesn't have faith in his own Patriots.
Wow. But see here, this is what I was talking about. This is going to be his narrative because he's like it's not a lose-lose.
Oh, that's true. He would be.
It's a win-win because he's a Pats fan, but he's a Brady homer. So of course, if the Pats lose.
Yeah, and he always wants to talk about me being a Dak homer and all that. No, ladies and gentlemen, because I just said that Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers are like my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL. Dak, yeah, he's like behind. I would pick 3 as Dak. Yeah, but
I'm just, I mean,
I'm not a homer, guys.
No. But I mean, here's the thing though. Like it's the Pats. I mean, they're playing in Gillette Stadium. And Robert's always like, Belichick always knows how to do the quarterbacks,
with Brady helping him.
But now it's like, so you have no faith that Belichick knows how Brady plays? I mean, he's been with him for 20 seasons, right? Robert, you're not going to have faith in your Pats. Like, this is like your actual team. The Bucs are like, because you have Brady and
But what's crazy though is that I know if Cam was still on that Patriots team, and they were like winning right now, if they had started off better, something tells me that Robert would have picked the Patriots over the Bucs, and it would have been a shocker. But I don't know.
Think so?
I think he would have, in my opinion. If there were, what would they be right now? 3-0? Like if Patriots
the
won?
Bucs,
the Patriots,
or the Patriots?
Like if they were right now, what did they play 3 games yet?
Yeah, they have.
So they would be 3-0 with Cam. I think they would be.
They're 1-2. You think they would be 3-1 with Cam?
I think they'd be 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
I think they would be 0-3. Cam could not move the ball.
I'm sorry, man, but Cam's better than Mac Jones. But whatever. That's a whole nother discussion.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we have that.
This is actually this game coming up. This is almost Jake's pick of the week, but this one was my second pick of the week. We got Monday night 7:15 game, folks. Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Los Angeles Chargers. Who you got here?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. They might be the only 4-0 undefeated team. I mean, who knows? I'm gonna go with the Raiders. Derek Carr has been playing really well. They have, the two running backs. I mean, Josh Jacobs is still hurt, but otherwise it would be a trifecta.
Not to interrupt, but the Raiders, if they even win this game, they wouldn't be the only undefeated team because Arizona, the Rams, whoever wins
that's
that
true.
game,
The Rams, yeah. So one of them.
Two undefeated teams.
I'm going to go with the Raiders still. Justin Herbert is a really great quarterback. He's a young kid. I know they beat the Chiefs, but I got to go with the Raiders for right now. I got to ride that Raider train.
I'm with you. I got the Las Vegas Raiders, man. I'm on that train right now, too. It's like a weird train, but I'm on it with Chucky and John Gruden.
I mean, who would have thought that we would be saying the Raiders are 3-0 this year? I mean,
that first game was all the difference, man. I watched that first game, and it was so nasty at the end. Like when Derek Carr threw that intercept, bounced off that guy's helmet, and then the guy caught it and ran away, and then it was just a circus. But them winning that game, pulling the win, is making them continuing. Like that set the standard. So. Derek Carr and then Waller, like I said, balling lights out.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, this was hard because, I mean, I really wanted to go to the Chargers side because the Chargers...
I don't like Herbert. I don't like that kid, so whatever.
Here's the thing, though. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, the Cowboys beat the Chargers. Whoop-de-doo. But, fast
I was
forward,
at work. I missed that game, but I know it was an ugly game.
But fast forward, and the Chargers beat the Chiefs, and then they were like, "Oh, well, the Cowboys actually beat
the Chargers who beat the Chiefs," and that's all like dumb.
So it took the Chargers to beat the Chiefs in order for them to say, "Oh, the Cowboys actually beat somebody," and that's BS.
It is because we all know the Chiefs are going too far into the playoffs. The Chiefs will be there.
But I mean that again, that's a knock towards the Cowboys, and it's like, look, give them credit when the credit is due.
Yeah.
So who does Robert have?
Oh my goodness, he has the Chargers because he hates the Raiders. Something about Robert hates the Raiders.
He loves Justin Herbert. He loves him.
He has the Chargers.
Robert. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add unless you do.
Nah. I think it's going to be a close game too, though. I think that Las Vegas.
It will be a close game. Those are your Week 4 picks, folks. Let's go into fantasy now. We're not going to talk. We're not going to go into depth on them.
Not too much.
Robert's 1-2. He lost. Doofus Jake got. He has a better record of the three of us.
Yeah,
2-1. And Robert's 1-2. Coming up in Week 4, I play River City Toros. Jake plays my brother Chupapi, and the Doof.
Who you going for in that? Who you going for? You going for Doof to win?
Man, his team is explosive. I don't know. It could go either way.
It's close though. I'm at projected 117, and he's projected 125.
Yeah, it could go. It could go either way. I don't know yet. I do know I'm going to beat this River City guy, and of course Tom Palace Bay. Of course, the name. You know who that is. Plays 218 Rodriguez. I'm going to go with 218 Rodriguez going with the upset here.
I'm going to be devil's advocate. I got you, Robert.
You got Robert on that. If you guys need some fantasy help, we can help you out with that. I know Josh Gordon is on there. I mean, he may not be a reliable.
Sorry, guys. I already picked him up in our league.
He may not be a reliable pick for right now. We need to see what kind of form he's in. But going forward, you guys out there, text me, text Robert. At Real Joker 1101. We're trying to get Doofus to get a Twitter.
No. Well, I'm going to try to create a Twitter, but there's a whole long story, ladies and gentlemen, about how Eminem basically ruined my Twitter account of like 10 years because I quoted a song of his and they took it out of context and they deleted me. But anyway, yeah. You can find me though on at Instagram, Living Dead Jake. On Facebook, Jake Ramirez. That's how you can find me, guys.
All right, and just a quick note that the Bucs did sign Richard Sherman to a 1-year contract.
I just saw that earlier too. I was like, what? I meant to send it to Robert.
I don't know if he'll have an immediate impact. I mean, he is 34.
He will, sooner or later.
He's coming off the Achilles. I mean, maybe once he gets into the form of the defense.
And he signed with the Chiefs, right?
No, he signed with the Bucs. The Chiefs are the one that got... Of course,
Robert, if you needed any more help.
The Chiefs got Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Once again, we're going to be live in Dallas.
Hates Sherman.
Yeah, I know, yeah. We're going to be live in Dallas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sunday.
At Jerry's World. Sunday, we're going to do a couple of interviews. We'll have a Facebook live feed.
We'll definitely be recording, like we're going to walk around and record.
Yeah. We can do something like that.
Is your first time, too?
Yeah, this is our first time. So
both of ours. First time. We're gonna
Cowboy
Marks.
We're going to head there early. You guys, send your Twitter messages. Let me know. Get some shout-outs. We'll be doing that live. Hit us up. Other than that, it's been a pleasure.
It's been fun. I'm glad I filled in as Jake Bayless to help Robert out.
Of course, Robert had some personal issues to deal with.
Stuff. And I'm always happy and, glad to be on part of the show.
We'll see how it goes. Like we've said in the past, if you guys feel like you've got the guts and balls to get on the show, hit us up. Let us know. We'll bring you on, and we'll let you know what when we can squeeze y'all in. And I'm still waiting on Roger to bring his A game.
I want Eli on the show to back me up with the Cowboys against Robert A. Smith.
Yeah,
Shout out to Eli.
All right.
It's been fun, folks.
Yeah, it's been great. We're going to go ahead and close it out here.
Robert
you guys
will be back next week.
You guys stay safe, stay in school, don't do drugs. And all right. See y'all guys.
Later, guys.